For the first time since the Noblesville West Middle School shooting, the Hamilton County Sheriff is talking publicly about what happened. Now, he admits there were warning signs that, if noticed, might have prevented the shooting. Rich Van Wyk has more on that story.
6 months after the Noblesville school shooting, Hamilton County Sheriff Mark Bowen is for the first time speaking publicly about it.
Clearly, there were issues that were there that folks were aware of.
Juvenile court hearings revealed the 7th grader who confessed to the shooting had a history of disruptive behavior. He was enamored with guns and hours before the school shooting sent text warning people to stay away.
I'm not 100% clear if somebody would have picked up on that and made a phone call to authorities and we could have intervened. Perhaps it would have changed the outcome.
Teacher Jason Seaman was shot twice. Classmate Ella Whistler was critically wounded. Emergency response agencies explained how law enforcement and paramedics reacted.
What was to be a training day for an active shooter event turned out to be a reality and a real live event.
County officials credited what is regarded to be their textbook response to years of planning, training, and coordination, explaining costly equipment and time-consuming preparation to the state's county commissioners. They have a large say in how local budgets are spent.
Our folks weren't blind that day. They knew exactly what our field units were going to be doing, and so there was much more teamwork.
The sheriff said there is nothing he would change about the emergency response, but he asked people to be watchful and courageous.
Reach out. Let somebody know when somebody's struggling or when somebody's having trouble, because if you don't, these types of things can happen.
Noblesville voters approved almost $3.5 million in November to improve school safety. More mental health counselors, screenings, programs, as well as more police, stronger classroom doors, and gun detection dogs are all part of that safety plan, John.
And they're watching a lot more closely now, too, I'm sure.
I think you can bet on that.
All right. Thank you, Rich. And it was just 2 weeks ago now that the Noblesville school shooter learned his punishment after admitting to the crime. Now, here are some sketches of the hearing. We blurred the 13-year-old's face because we're still not releasing his identity because he was not tried as an adult. He will stay in a juvenile detention facility until his 18th birthday or until he is considered rehabilitated by the Department of Correction. Now, after that decision, the teacher, Jason Seaman, who was shot while stopping the gunman, released a statement saying, quote, "This is not justice."